As Mayor McDonald has identified, over the past 10 days, it was discovered the renovations of Memorial Gardens are substantially over budget, and the total is expected to be $16.2 million. Just before, I'm going to provide you kind of a chronology of what's transpired over the last 10 days, but there's a couple of things I really need to communicate to the community, to the media, and also employees, is that City Council was told, as Mayor McDonald identified, on a number of occasions that Memorial Gardens project was within the allocated budget. Just last night, Council was formally advised that the number is $16.2 million. The Mayor and Council are really justified in any feelings of disappointment, concern, frustration, and embarrassment, and the need to require accountability is definitely justified. It's really important that the battalion is recognized. We can't lose sight, as Mayor McDonald has indicated, but the battalion coming to North Bay and the renovations of Memorial Gardens was and remains a very positive thing for our city and community. It is important that the community provides great support for the team and the facility well into the future. This overspending is no reflection on the battalion. This situation is one of spending beyond the approved budget, and there's no suggestion that there's any fraudulent or illegal activity associated to this overspending. What we have is a serious breach, knowingly or not, of corporate policy involving the spending and commitment of city and taxpayer funds without proper authorization. There's no question that this project was a challenge, tight time frames, and we're renovating an old building. However, there is no justification for overspending the defined budget, project budget amount without Council's approval. Council demonstrated this just recently when the original budget was established at $12 million and expanded to 12.6. So just some specifics so that you get an understanding of what's transpired over the last 10 days or so, recognizing that when this became a serious situation, we had to go through a formal review. On Monday, November the 25th, with the Managing Director of Community Service and Hospital awaiting surgery, I arranged a meeting with our Community Services Business Unit managers to appoint an acting Managing Director for a period of time to get us through the next 6 to 8 weeks, and also to review the priorities and issues within that division. Part of that was specific staff were assigned, obviously, the Memorial Gardens project, and there was a construction meeting that was going to be held Thursday, November the 28th, and 2 of our staff were asked to attend that to get an update and to report that. November the 28th, following that meeting, I was advised that there was a concern with respect to the budget of 12.6 million being surpassed. And as a result of that, a meeting was arranged on Friday, November the 29th with the architect and the construction project manager, as well as staff. So on Friday, November the 29th, at that meeting, it became very clear to me that we were exceeding the $12.6 million budget, and consequently required further investigation by staff, and staff were assigned the task to review the complete file and define the magnitude of the overspending. On November the 29th, later that day, the Mayor and the Chair of Community Services, I did advise them of my concern with respect to the budget, but as more information was required, I didn't provide any details because I didn't have them at that time. On Monday, December the 2nd, staff reviewed the file and came to me and identified that there was a significant overspending. At that time, they gave me some numbers, but they weren't concrete. Monday night, December the 2nd, at a Chief Administration Officer briefing, or I'm sorry, Monday the 2nd, I first informed the chair of community service, as well as the mayor, when he returned from Toronto around 4 or so, just before a CAO briefing, that there was a problem. And at that time, I only gave a number range to the chair of community service and not the mayor. During the briefing on December the 2nd, council was advised of my concern with the garden's budget, but no specifics were provided for the facts because we are reviewing the facts. On Thursday, December the 5th, a meeting was arranged with the architect, the contractor, the project manager, and city staff, and it was to extensive review of the budget. At this meeting, it was identified that change orders totaling $2.9 million, almost $3 million, were identified. And after reviewing the specifics, it was agreed the maximum cost of the project would be $16.2 million, and efforts would be made to reduce this amount. During this process, this time frame I've talked to you about, a number of meetings with the managing director took place while he continued to recuperate from the surgery. During the entire process, it was clear the financial responsibility of keeping the project within the authorized budget rests with the managing director of community services. At numerous occasions, council, the mayor, individual councilors, as well as senior staff were advised we remained on budget, or within budget. This situation is very, very unfortunate. A grave mistake has taken place, which demands accountability and serious consequences. With the managing director recovering from surgery, there is a process that we need to follow in a way that is fair and protects the organization into the future. As for how we will pay for this overrun, with council's approval, we will allocate some of the 2014 capital budget and utilize some of our capital reserve funds to fulfill our obligation. And there is a commitment to complete the project. Final comment, as a CAO for the City of North Bay, I'm proud of the employees who provide quality service to our community. Although this situation will cast a dark cloud over the entire organization, we'll need to continue to work together and support one another in our efforts to serve the needs of our community. This has been frustrating for all of us, but I concur with the mayor. The policy that I have is one of transparency. I share the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I think council will attest to that. And I stand here to address this and move this organization forward in the future. So that's all I have to say, and Mayor, if we have some questions, we'll take some questions.
So we'll